Good evening, everyone, and welcome back again here at the Carl York Center, home of the Fairland Dragons, who will entertain the Portsmouth Trojans in a Section 11 championship games. Boys high school basketball tournament, postseason tournament. Tonight, under the direction of Gene Collins, the Portsmouth Trojans come in with a record of 8-11 and a league OVC record of 5-9. In their last outing, they knocked off Belpre to advance to this championship game against the Fairland Fairland Dragons. Hey, that reminds me, I want to apologize to everybody from Gallipolis. The night they played them, I kept referring to them as the Blue Angels, and that's the girls' team. And so I want to apologize to all you Blue Devil
Coach,
fans out there.
Coach, that's okay. Remember, I even posted it today. Rain Mary calls us the old two codgers up here.
I know it.
So
they got to keep that in mind.
That's right. We're allowed to do that.
Okay, my apologies to Galley Academy, Blue Devils. Anyway, tonight, along with me on the broadcast is my buddy Dave Carroll. Dave, what do you think? Not much of a crowd here tonight compared to what we were used to Wednesday.
Oh, that was a huge crowd.
Best crowd of the year.
And I'll tell you what, honestly, it was a good crowd.
Right.
I mean, there was a lot of cheering on both sides. And
great crowd, great game, great atmosphere. Tonight, a lot lighter.
Coach, typically Portsmouth doesn't travel with a lot of people.
Yeah.
They don't.
They might have, I don't know, 35 people over there.
Maybe.
If that much. Anyway, we're going to pause here before we give the starting lineups. I will tell you the Dragons come in with a record of 18-4, and their sixth consecutive OVC championship. Miss Kia Booth, as usual, will sing our national anthem. So we're going to take a pause and enjoy her rendition.
At this time, I say, everyone, please stand to sing the national anthem. Singing the anthem tonight, Miss Kia Booth.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reclaimed, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
Again, another masterful job by Miss Kia Booth, senior cheerleader here at Fairland High School. Quickly, the starting lineups for the Portsmouth Trojans. Number 2, a 5'8 junior guard, Drew Rowe. Number 3, a 6'3 junior wingman, Darian Bryant. Number 22, a 5'11 junior wing, Donovan Carr. Number 24, a 6'1 senior, the only senior to start, Miles Shipp. Number 32, Devin Lattimore as 6-foot freshman guard. So he starts 3 juniors, a freshman, and a senior. For the Dragons, it'll be the same as usual. 0, Jacob Polson. Number 1, Aiden Porter. Number 2, Gavin Hunt. Number 3, Clayton Thomas. Number 5, Jordan Williams. 4 seniors and a junior. Tonight's officials are Chase Hiles, who has 10 years experience, Chuck McKnight with 26 years experience, and John Evans with 30 years experience.
That's a pretty seasoned crew, Coach.
Yeah, John is out of Athens. I know Chuck is from Coldgrove. I don't know where Hiles is from, but that's 66 years experience between the three. I expect a well officiated ball game. And we're best about ready for tip-off. It'll be Jordan Williams against Darian Bryant. The tip is controlled by the Trojans. Number 22, Donovan Carr. He hands to Darian Bryant. Back to Carr. Carr drives baseline. Hands off to Miles Shipp. He's working against Williams, who cuts him off, and get it back out top. Number 24 puts up the shot. It's off the rim, and out of there with it's Aiden Porter. That's Miles Shipp. Porter down the left side. Gets it over to Hunt. Hunt, he finds Clayton Thomas. He gets it in the right corner to Polson. Polson to Porter, who lost control, and laying it up for the Trojans. Number 22, Donovan Carr. And 2-0 with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Coach said good to see Gavin Hunt back.
Yes, he went down that last game. We didn't know the extent of his injury, but looks like he's made a quick recovery. That shot is up, it rattles around, and Hunt pulls down the rebound. Quickly pushes it across the timeline, gets it back out to Porter to Polson. And they're looking for a cutter. Porter's got it, he's going down the lane. He hands off to Jordan Williams, who puts it up and lays it in, and he's fouled on the play by number 24, Miles Shipp. So going to the line to complete the three-point play is Jordan Williams. Good to see him put the ball in the hole.
I was getting ready to say that. You read my mind. That's scary.
His shot is up and in, and the Dragons take the lead 3-2. That was Lattimore working against Thomas. Gets it back to number 2, Drew Rowe. Back to Carr. That was Lattimore, the left-hander, puts up the shot, and it rolls off, and coming out with it was Jordan Williams. Quickly down the floor. Porter puts up a three, and it's off. There's a three-pointer by Darian Bryant. Shot lands on the baseline. That'll give the ball to the Fairland Dragons. Thomas inbounds to Hunt. Hunt brings it down. Over to Porter, down on the baseline to Polson. Clayton Thomas. There's a pass from Hunt to Polson, who hits a cutting Porter going down the lane and lays it up with his left hand. And that shot is put up quickly by number 32, Devin Lattimore. It's a nice floater. It's 5-4. Polson, the backdoor cut on the baseline. Clayton Thomas found him. Polson put it up and in. 7-4 Dragons, 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. There's a lob pass in to Darian Bryant from Lattimore, and he puts it up and in, 7-6. 5 minutes to go. There it is. Been waiting on it. He's been waiting on that one, Coach. They found Clayton Thomas alone on the left wing. He's got that quick release, and he put it up and in. That was a steal by Williams. He got the ball to Clayton Thomas, and he missed a left-hand layup. Bringing it down the floor to Darian Bryant. They hit him inside against Porter, and that ball is rejected out of bounds by Jordan Williams.
Nice play.
Get that out of here. Inbound of the ball is Bryant. He gets it to Rowe. Rowe around Hunt. Cuts him off and gets it out to Ship. Now they've got Darian Bryant and going strong to the basket. Number 24, Miles Ship, and he's fouled on the play. And that foul is on Jacob Polson. And going to the line to shoot 2 shots for the Portsmouth Trojans, number 24, Miles Ship, a 6'1 senior. Ship's first shot is up and in and out. All right. 10-6 Dragons, 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Ship, second shot. Hits the side of the rim, bounces out, and rebounded in there by Aiden Porter. Oh, they found Clayton Thomas wide open. Boom. And that's going to push the lead to 7, 13-6. You cannot leave that boy open.
And he was wide.
Oh, there wasn't anybody within 10 feet of it.
No.
I'd say he was probably licking his chops over there, Coach.
Well, he's the leading scorer with 6 so far. I will say this, though. You know, if you look at the kids from Portsmouth, they look athletic.
Oh, yeah. When I was down on the floor getting starting lineups, they had just come out of the locker room, and I thought, well, that's a good-looking bunch.
I'll tell you what, that Miles Ship looks like a specimen down there. He's man number 24.
Yes.
Get ready to inbounds the ball.
They put together. So is number 22, Carr.
That's true, yeah.
All right, bringing the ball up the floor is Donovan Carr. Excuse me, that was Lattimore. Lattimore to Ship, down inside, back out to Rowe, in the corner to Ship, back out top. Carr hands off the Ship. He's going to put up a jumper, and he drains it, and it's 13-8. Well, they've left him open again. This time he misses, and rebounding inside is Williams, and he finds Porter in the lane. Puts up the floater and makes it. It's 15-8. 3:19 on a running clock, and that's going to be off his own leg. Number 32, Devin Lattimore, going hard to the basket. Ball was blocked, and it blocked off his knee, out of bounds to the Dragons. Thomas gets it into Hunt. Hunt's going to walk it up across the timeline. They find Clayton Thomas open again, and he drains another. That's 3 threes for Thomas here in the first quarter. And the Dragons extend their lead to 10, 18-8. Now we got a foul on Clayton Thomas. That was Devin
Coach,
Lattimore.
I've noticed the offense at Portsmouth Run. They got an advantage with a height on 32 down there on Clayton Thomas, and they haven't got it inside to him one time.
I know it. They're trying to take advantage of that mismatch. Carr in the corner to Rowe. Rowe puts up a 3, and it's an air ball. Coming out of there with it, Aiden Porter. He bounce passes to Xander Schmidt, who's just checked into the game. And they find Clayton Thomas open again, and again he drains a 3. And just like that, Coach Gene Collins calls his second timeout. That is going to extend the lead 21-8 for the Fairland Dragons. You cannot give that boy that much room.
Well,
Clayton Thomas tearing them up right now.
Hey.
12 points on 4 threes.
and those have been open looks. They really haven't been contested.
No.
And if you look at the scoreboard, it's 21-8. That's 12 points right there. You know, it's 9-8. He doesn't hit those.
I know.
That's what we were talking about the other night. The three-point shot has really changed the game.
Oh, yeah. I think it can make you and break you, though.
Oh, absolutely. I think it broke our girls the other night.
Wednesday. Yep, sure did. Okay, we got a timeout. I'm going to give a shout out here.
You better.
Fourth grade girls are going to the state tournament in Logan, Ohio tomorrow. The first game's at 7:30 tomorrow night. I don't know all of them's last name, but good luck to Lola Jane, Kiana, Bella, Liana, and Ella, and Bella.
Hey, that's impressive for an old college.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, if I got them all, I'm lucky. There's only 6 of them.
Well,
so
if
it
you
wasn't
forgot
too
anybody, we
difficult.
apologize,
But good
right?
luck to them tomorrow in the state tournament up in Logan. Rowe with it on the right wing. He gets it back out top to Bryant. Bryant over to Miles Ship. Ship working one-on-one. Gets it to Lattimore. Lattimore's going to go one-on-one against Clayton Thomas, and he blocks it. Coming out of there with his Aiden Porter. He spins around the half-court line. Gives it up to Jordan Williams. Williams to Polson. Looking for cutters. Find Porter. Porter loses control and going in for the uncontested layup is number 3, Darian Bryant. He lays it up and in. And it's 21-10. 1:38 to go on a running clock. Xander Schmidt to Porter, and that's an air ball taken out of there by Ship. He gets it to Lattimore. Lattimore to, and they get it down inside. He's working, spinning, puts it up and in. Number 22, Donovan Carr. And Portsmouth cut the lead to single digits now, 21-12. Hayden Porter out top to Williams doing the left wing. They're looking for cutters. They find Polson wide open, lays it up and in. 23-12. That shot is put up by Donovan Carr and blocked by Polson. Porter takes it down the lane. The right side, lays it up and in. Lattimore to the hole, puts it up. And he comes out of there with his own rebound, and Xander Schmidt knocks it away, and Clayton Thomas picks it up. Thomas going to pull the trigger. That was about 28 right there. Maybe 25. He drains another one. That's 5 threes here in the first quarter. Ship puts up a 3 for the Trojans. And it's rebounded by Xander Schmidt to Porter. He's going hard again. Lays it up and in. And it's 30-12. Quickly, the Dragons extend their lead to 18. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that shot's put up by the lefty, Darian Bryant. It's off the back of the rim. So after one complete quarter of play, the Fairland Dragons, led by Clayton Thomas's 5 3-pointers, have extended their lead to 18 points, 30-12.
Coach, 30 points in one quarter is smoke.
That's a lot in high school basketball.
I mean, that's a lot.
You know, I think
That's a lot.
a good quarter's in the 20s.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? And they put up 30.
Well,
And half
gotta
of them
think
belong to Clayton.
well, 15 of them, half of them. I mean, shooting lights out so far tonight. We'll see what happens. Coach, you know
Yeah.
what? We haven't given a shout out to the cheerleaders all year.
Go with it.
You know, we need to give a shout out to those girls and, you know, Shauna Lee
Shauna Leap, their coach, and
know.
my neighbor.
and Maureen. Can't forget Maureen Stitt. Maureen Stitt's assistant coach. So we want to give all them a shout out. They work all year round,
Oh, yep.
football season and basketball season. So, girls, there you go. Proud of you.
I like the T-shirts they're wearing tonight. Kent Strong.
Well, let me tell you what.
I know that's what
Kent Sanborn's a heck of a guy.
we want to send our prayers out to him. He's having some kidney and liver problems, and they had to transfer him up to Columbus. And
if you people don't
we
know
wish
him, he
well.
is one heck of a nice guy.
Yep.
He really is.
Yeah. Xander Schmidt hits it over to Clayton Thomas. He's going to pull up and shoot a 2, and he drains it just inside the three-point line. Quickly down the floor is the Trojans. Checking in for the Trojans. Number 1, Amari Johnson. He takes it to the hole and lays it up. Also checking in is number 23, Michael Duncan. So we got Duncan, Ship, Carr, Rowe, and Johnson, Amari Johnson. Checking in for the Dragons, number 4, J.D. Thacker, and his brother Nate. So we got both the Thacker boys on the floor, along with Polson, Porter, and Schmidt. Nice move. Good spin by J.D. Thacker, but the shot's a little bit short. Going strong to the hole, and that shot's short by number 22, Donovan Carr. Coming out there with it. Porter over to Nate Thacker for 3. Drains a 3. What is that, 7 threes already for the Dragons?
That's 6.
Rowe works against Nate Thacker, puts shot up, it's short. Coming out of there with it is Xander Schmidt. He gets it to Porter. Porter's going to bring it up the floor.
Coach, I would not want to know what Portsmouth's shooting percentage is right now. They missed a bunch of easy shots.
Yeah. Nate Thacker with it. He gets it to Porter. Porter lost control, but he got it to Xander Schmidt at the top of the key. To Jacob Polson, and he joins the 3 parade, knocks down a 3 at the top of the key. There's a traveling call. That's on Amari Johnson. Too many steps. Taking it hard to the basket, but he took an extra step. Checking in for the Dragons, and Jordan Williams for Jacob Polson. He's going to get a rest. Dragons will have Porter, Williams, Thacker, and Schmidt. Williams brings it up, working against Miles Ship. Over to Porter. Johnson breaks him up. Nate Thacker takes it to the hole. That was against Amari Johnson, and he stuck it in the basket. Drew Rowe with the ball. Dribbles out between the circles. He's picked up there by Xander Schmidt. Over to Duncan. Duncan to Carr. The lefty puts a shot up. And it's rebounded in there by Jordan Williams. Yep. Took too many steps. Chuck McKnight right on that call.
Coach, I don't believe this pace favors Portsmouth.
Yeah.
They should have probably come out and tried to play a good half-court game and get good shots.
Yeah. Portsmouth's always been known for getting it up and down the floor, though. Drew Rowe, and he's fouled by Nate Thacker, I think, on the drive. Yes, number 22, Nate Thacker. So it'll be the Trojan ball underneath their own basket. Drew Rowe inbound. Over to Darian Bryant. He's working against Hunt, who's checked back in. Hunt checks back in for Schmidt. Jordan Williams comes out there with it on the miss by Drew Rowe. Over to Nate Thacker. To Porter, he's going to put up a 3. Hits off the back of the rim, and coming out there with it is Darian Bryant. Quickly down the floor to another lefty. Amari Johnson puts up a 3. It's off the rim. Coming out there with it, Nate Thacker. Gavin Hunt in the left corner. Over to Porter, down inside to Williams. He works one-on-one against Ship. Spins, puts it up. It's off the rim. And coming out there with it is J.D. Thacker. Over to Porter. Porter goes baseline. Tries to drop it off to Jordan Williams, but it's picked off there by Drew Rowe. There's a shot by Darian Bryant. Rowe's going to launch from, I call that Clayton Thomas territory.
That
was from the volleyball line, and he drained it. It's 40-17 Dragons. 4 minutes and change to go in the first half. Hunt gets it down inside to J.D. Thacker. He puts up the left-handed floater, and it goes, and it's 42-17. And there's another traveling call on Amari Johnson. He spun in the lane, but he took an extra step. 3:52 to go in the half. And it's 42-17 Dragons. 25-point lead. Aiden Porter brings it up for the Dragons. Gets it over left wing to Gavin Hunt. To Clayton Thomas, who checks in. Hits the jumper down inside of the three-point line. And that's at least 19 for him. Miles Shipp works one-on-one against Jordan Williams. Thinks better of it and gets it back outside. Drew Rowe working against Clayton Thomas. Gets it over to Bryant. Bryant to Amari Johnson. And he drains the three from the top of the key. 44-20. Gavin Hunt brings it up for the Dragons. Over to Porter. Porter down the lane. Fakes. Drops it off to J.D. Thacker, who just dropped it out of bounds. That's all I can say. I think J.D. thought Aiden was going to let that one go, but J.D. was open.
he was wide open.
Amari Johnson over to Drew Rowe. He's working against Clayton Thomas. Gets it out top to Shipp. Over to Johnson. Johnson to Carr. Carr down the right side. Oh, that's a travel. He took a couple steps there.
That could have been an offensive foul. He dropped that shoulder and pushed off before he walked, I believe. I actually think he got a little bit lucky on that one.
Well, that's another turnover. That's at least 3 traveling violations we've seen from the Trojans. And Xander Smith checks back in for Thacker, and the Dragons starting. Nope. All but Gavin Hunt. I think Schmidt came in for Hunt, and Polson came in for Thacker. Porter takes it strong to the basket on a pass from Polson. Just a little too hard, and it's off the glass. Rebounded in there by the Trojans, going strong to the basket. Holy moly. Another rejection from Jordan Williams, and that wasn't just a block. That was a swat. Trojans get the ball in. Number 22, Donovan Carr, he puts up a 3, and it's short. Coming out of there with it's Clayton Thomas. And he finds Jordan Williams all alone for the layup. Nice pass from Clayton Thomas, Jordan Williams. Quickly, Trojans down the floor to Bryant, to Johnson, to Miles Shipp, back to Johnson. Johnson to Carr. Carr down the lane, puts up a floater, and it's off. Rebounded in there is Darian Bryant. He puts up a shot. And quickly down the floor, Aiden Porter is a recipient of the pass and lays it up and in. Miles Shipp, jumper inside the three-point line. Jordan Williams come out of there with it. And down the floor he goes, trying to get it inside to Polson. Polson takes it away, puts it up with the left hand. And coming out of there with it is Shipp. Shipp to Bryant. Bryant to Johnson. Over to Donovan Carr, but he found Bryant coming down the lane. He lays it up and in. 48-22, 50 seconds to go on a running clock. Porter in the right wing to Schmidt. They find Porter cutting down the lane. Lob pass from Xander Schmidt. Porter grabs it and puts it in. 50-22. Dragons by 28. Drew Rowe with it. Out to Bryant. Bryant to Ship. Ship over to Maury Johnson. He eyes the basket. He's working against Porter. He spins. Porter picks him clean. Down the lane. Up and in. Dragons by 30. 3 seconds to go. Drew Rowe puts up the shot. And it goes! A half-court shot. Nothing but net.
Wow.
But the Dragons are going to go in with a 27-point lead. 52-25. We'll be right back with some halftime scores. Also wanted to remind everyone that the winner of this game will play the winner of the Memphis and North Adams game. If it's the Dragons, they'll play here Wednesday night at 7. If it's the Trojans, and they've got a monumental task in front of them, down 27, they will have to go to either Memphis or North Adams. Okay, we'll be right back.
after it before, I went to my room. I didn't have anything. I couldn't, everything we did, attendance, everything. There were spots. There's just spots in, I don't know. And I looked earlier, and the Wi-Fi was green, which means you don't have it. But well, no, I don't know if that one is, but in my room, if it's green, it's not working. Some of these kids have Chromebooks. They're all on the Chromebook. So it's blue.
Three and a half minutes till the second half starts, so I'm going to turn it over to the Rain Man, Dave Carroll. He's going to give you all the figures on the first half.
All right, that's quick first half, by the way.
Yeah.
You realize there was only 4 fouls in that first half?
Right, 3 on the Dragons and 1 on the Trojans.
All right, so let's start with Portsmouth. Drew Rowe has 6. Darian Bryant has 6. Donovan Carr has 4. Miles Shipp has 2. Devin Lattimore has 2. And R.A. Johnson has 5. So that gives him 25. Jacob Polson has 7. Aiden Porter has 14. Jordan Williams with 5. Nate Thacker with 3. J.D. Thacker with 4. And Clayton Thomas has 19.
Wow. All right, before we get started here, I need to make a correction about the next basketball game. I think it was you, wasn't it, that got the text from Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
Says that the game will be played Tuesday night at 7 o'clock and not Wednesday. Tuesday night, the Dragons will take on either Medford or North Adams, should they win, and it looks like a real possibility right now, up 27 at
Barring
halftime.
a complete and total meltdown.
Really. If the Trojans should come back and win, they will go to either North Adams or Medford. Dragons, number 1 seed, so they will play at least, I think they start playing at neutral sites when they reach the district championship. The next game will be the semifinals of the district. So looks like the Dragons are in pretty good shape to play again Tuesday night.
Well, again, Coach, you show what your character is. Do you go put the nail in the coffin and keep the pressure up, or you just kind of get back and play and, take it easy and just put on cruise control? That's not what we want. You
can't do that. The Dragons were 1 game away last year from going to the state tournament. And, of course, COVID hit, and they shut everything down. Matter of fact, they're not even going to play the state championship at the Schottenstein Center this year. I can't remember exactly where it's going to be played, but it will not be played there. But just to get there is a great feat and a good season. And like I said, they looked pretty sharp last year, and they were 1 game away. And
Coach, let's congratulate our high school girls on a fine season.
Oh, great job. Finished the season at 19-3. Won a co-OVC championship along with Colgrove, and had 3 really good games with Colgrove. Colgrove came out on top Wednesday night, 54-47, with behind a 30-point effort of Addie Dillo. Had a tremendous ball game.
Coach, we got a nice message from Addie's parents.
I saw that, man. That was great.
Hey, and said thanks for the kind words. And you know what, Coach, we weren't being kind. We were just telling the truth.
Right. I hope people realize that we just try to be, we're not biased. We're just calling a ball game.
Yep.
Of course, I coached here at Fairland for 22 years, and you've been here forever. And, I like to see them do well, but our job is to broadcast this basketball game. And I think that's what we did Wednesday night.
Absolutely.
So, again, you're right.
The thing is, Coach,
congratulate the girls on a great season.
I've known the Dillos for years, and, they're a good family, and Addie's a good kid. And, you want to see everybody do well. Of course, we did want to see our Lady Dragons win, but it just wasn't our night.
Exactly. They were the better team that evening. That's all there is to it. All right, inbound the ball for the Trojans. Miles Ship. He gets it to Devin Lattimore, who's out top. Back to Ship on the left wing. He gets it top to Drew Rowe. Rowe around Gavin Hunt. Kicks it out to the corner to Darian Bryant. Bryant back to Ship at the top of the key. He gets it to Rowe on the right wing. Dribbles out. He's picked up there by Gavin Hunt. Porter is picked up by, or he picks up, Bryant. Bryant puts up a shot and it's short off the side of the rim. Rebounded by, They left Clayton Thomas open, but he missed the three at the top of the key. Rebounded by Miles Ship over in the corner to number 22, Donovan Carr. Clayton Thomas saves it going out of bounds, and there's a scoop shot by Aiden Porter. It's short. Picked up there by Lattimore. He goes strong in the basket, and that's knocked out of bounds by Gavin Hunt.
Coach, that first possession they had, they took 35 seconds off the clock, and I feel like that should have been their game plan. Limit our possessions, and try to get a good shot. That, like you said, Portsmouth, I don't remember Portsmouth ever being like that. They've always been up and down the floor.
Drew Rowe gets it down inside, and he goes up against Gavin Hunt and puts it up and in. They find Clayton Thomas. He gets it down low. Hunt out to Porter for three, and it's good. From the left wing, Aiden Porter drains a three, and it's 55-27. 6:20 to go. Back out top to Lattimore. Trojans get it over to Donovan Carr. Rowe to Lattimore. Lattimore goes baseline, puts up the left-hander, and it's off the back of the rim, rebounded out of there by Jordan Williams.
I think we missed a foul there.
Williams brings it up to Porter. Porter on the baseline, jump shot short, rebounded by Donovan Carr. Carr brings it up. He gets it over to Bryant. Bryant down the corner to Drew Rowe. Tries to get in inside the Ship, but the ball's kicked. And the Trojans retain possession on the baseline. 5:34, 55-27. Drew Rowe inbound. Gets it into number 11 who's checked in, Chris Duff. Duff, a 6-foot senior guard. He gets it top of the key, puts up a three. It's off the front of the rim, rebounded in there by Polson. Polson bringing it up the basket or floor. Porter lays it up, gets his own rebound, gets it out to Hunt. Hunt to Polson. Polson to Porter. Porter to Williams. Williams back to Porter. Porter down inside to Polson. He's looking to go one-on-one. He fakes, puts it up the left hand, lays it up and in. That's a pretty move by Jacob Polson. And it's 57-27 Dragons. Miles Ship between the circles. Over to Lattimore. That was Carr. Carr to Duff. And he thought Carr was going to dive to the basket. Ship made the pass, and Williams just about picked it off, but he landed out of bounds with it. So it'll be the Trojan basketball. Inside, number 34, he's just checked into the game. That's DeAndre Berry.
I don't know, Coach. I don't know if
5'9"
Jordan
freshman.
Williams hit that ball or not.
Well, it'll be the Trojan basketball. Ship with it. He gets it over to Rowe. Back out top to Donovan Carr. Back to Ship on the left side. Donovan Carr puts up a three, and it's an air ball. And it's taken out of the air by Hayden Porter, who gets it to Jacob Polson, hands it back to Porter for a three at the top of the key. And it's off. And coming out of there with it is DeAndre Berry. DeAndre gets it to Rowe. He's working baseline, and he's fouled on the baseline by Jacob Polson. That'll be the first team foul of the second half. Checking in for the Dragons, number 11, Xander Schmidt, and number 22, Nate Thacker. Checking out, Williams and Hunt. That's number 11, Duff, Chris Duff with the three, and it's off the front of the rim. Coming out of there with is Clayton Thomas. Thomas to Porter down inside to Polson, who puts up a left-hander a little too strong. And it's rebounded in there by Porter, and he puts it up and in. Quickly down the floor, Trojans, and putting it up and in, Donovan Carr, number 22. 59-29. Polson down the lane, puts it up. He's fouled on the drive and on the shot, so he's going to shoot two. And that foul's on number 22, Donovan Carr. That's his first team foul, number one.
Is that on Carr?
Yes, Donovan Carr. Each team with one team foul here in the second half. 3:21 to go. Jacob Polson at the line for a pair. He puts the first one up and in. 60-29. Second shot is up and good. Polson having a good evening tonight. Duff with it on the right wing. Gets it to number 21 who's checked in, Daywin Spence. And there's a long three by Andre Berry. It's rebounded in there by Polson. Polson gets it to Thacker, and Thacker gets it to Porter. Porter back to Thacker on the left wing. They've got Clayton Thomas with it, drops it off. Thacker lays it up. He missed it. Ball's kicked out. Xander Schmidt comes up with it. Porter, three-pointer on the way. It's short, and it's rebounded by number 11, Chris Duff. Quickly gets it down the floor. DeAndre Berry spins. Left-hander puts it up and in. He's a freshman. 5'9" guard. Polson to Porter. Porter fakes, goes baseline. He finds Nate Thacker on the right wing for three, and he drains it. And the Dragons are going to take a 33-point lead with 2:19. Another, no, I don't know what's this whistle stop for. I don't know what happened. Anyway, J.D. Thacker checks in for the Dragons too, along with Gavin Hunt. So you got Schmidt, Hunt, Thacker, and Clayton Thomas. DeAndre Berry backs up, lets a three fly, and it's off the mark. Saved by Xander Schmidt. And it's picked up there by the Trojans. And that pass is knocked out of bounds by Clayton Thomas. It'll be Trojan basketball on the right sideline. Referee John Evans gives it to DeAndre Berry. He gets it to Amari Johnson, who's checked in for the Trojans. He steps back three, and he misses everything. Xander Schmidt comes out there with it. And we got an offensive foul by Xander Schmidt. That's his first team his first foul, team foul number 2. I had, 4 fouls called in the first half?
Yeah, I believe that's all we had.
Been a pretty clean game.
Now, there's been 3 this half, so it's not.
Number 23, Michael Duncan with it. He's looking to get it. And DeAndre Berry picks it up to number 11. I think that's Chris Duff. Puts up a 3, and it's short. Coming out of there with it is Gavin Hunt. Hunt across the timeline. Clayton Thomas at the top He goes around Barry. Barry tries to pick him. Clayton Thomas puts up a floater, and it's good. 66-31. Dragons by 35 points. Duff, he gets it to Spence. Back out top to Mari Johnson. Johnson to Barry. Barry works against Hunt. He has to pick up his dribble, gets it to Johnson. And over to Duff. Duff back out top to Barry. Barry puts up a long three. Boom.
Whoa.
66-34. 25 seconds on a running clock. Pretty quick ball game tonight. I think the Dragons going to hold for the last shot. 15 seconds to go. Clayton Thomas out by the half-court line, dribbling. Now he's looking for a pick. 8 seconds. He gets it. He's going to pull up and let it go. And it's off the side of the rim. He goes and gets it, puts up another three, and boom! At the buzzer. Another three by Clayton Thomas. Great hustle to go get that shot, Coach.
Absolutely.
He took that shot at the top of the key and rebounded it in the left corner. Great.
But you know what? Portsmouth didn't box him out on the shot.
Yep.
And that's
long
great
shots
hustle.
produce long rebounds.
That's right.
And Clayton saw that shot was off, and he followed and picked it up in the left corner and let it go with 1 second to go and found nothing but the bottom of the basket. I don't know, but he's got about, let me see if I'm 24. 24 points out of 69. The Dragons lead it at the end of 3 quarters of play, 69-34. 35-point lead. They've more than doubled the Portsmouth Trojans.
Well, Portsmouth only scored 9 points that quarter, and 5 of those were from the freshman, DeAndre Barry. He had a 2 and a 3 in that quarter. Pretty quiet that quarter. You know, that was our lowest quarter output of the game so far. We only had 16.
It'll be the Dragons' ball here to start the 4th quarter. Inbound in Xander Schmidt to Porter. Porter picks it up top of the key, gets it to Xander Schmidt. He drives down the lane, pulls up for the jumper, and it's good. And Lattimore brings it down. He dribbles out. Now he goes left against Hunt. That was Porter. Porter picks him clean. Goes down the lane. Over to Clayton Thomas. Boom. In the left corner. So the Dragons start out just like they ended the 3rd quarter. Actually, Xander Smith had a basket in there, but Clayton Thomas drains another 3. He's got 27 points. He's going to shoot another one. That one's off the front of the rim. Rebounded in there by number 23, Michael Duncan. I didn't see what happened there, Coach.
That's 34 took a shot, Mr. Barry, I believe, freshman.
Xander Schmidt for 3. He knocks it down. Boy, they're scorching the nets. They're going to have to change the nets. They're going to be brown by the time this game's over. That's Lattimore. He takes it to the hole. And he went to get his rebound, and Nate Thacker found him. And that's a second foul on Nate Thacker, team foul number 3. Checking in for the Dragons. We got a couple that have not been in the game yet. Steeler Leap, number 30. Number 35, Will Davis. Davis, a freshman. Leap, a sophomore. Nate Thacker comes out there with the rebound. He gets it over to brother JD. JD takes it down the lane, puts it up, and it's no good. DeAndre Barry comes out there with it. He takes it down the lane, step back 3. He's off the front of the rim. Tipped out from Nate Thacker to Xander Schmidt. Schmidt brings it down the floor. Will Davis in the corner to J.D. Thacker, out top to Steeler Leap. Thacker back to Thacker. Schmidt cuts down the lane. Nothing doing. Will Davis tries to work against Lattimore. And Schmidt trying to hit Davis. Davis wasn't looking for it and throws it right out of bounds. It'll be a Trojan basketball. 5:28. We have a running clock now, Coach.
Yes, we do. I believe it's once you're up
34.
I don't 35, and then if it gets under 30, I think they stop it.
Anyway, it's 77-34. The Dragons are up 43 points. Lattimore takes it down the lane. And
Coach,
it's blocked out of bounds
a new rule
by Will
this
Davis.
year. I don't know if you know that.
No, they never had anything
Yeah,
like a
that's a
running
new
clock
rule this year.
when I was coaching. I know they had in football, but I've never seen a running clock in basketball until this year. Inbounding is number 21, Daywin Spence. He gets it to number 33, Tyler Duncan. Down inside to Spence. He spins. He's tied up there by J.D. Thacker. They get it back out to Barry. Barry drives down the lane against Steeler Leap. The shot is up and in. And that foul's going to be on Steeler Leap. Barry's come off the bench to play pretty well, Coach.
He has.
4:15 on a running clock because of the score. Dragons lead 77-36. Going to the line to complete the three-point play. Number 34, freshman DeAndre Berry. Berry's shot is up and off the rim, and J.D. Thacker pulls down the board. Checking in for the Dragons now, number 20, Chase Price, and number 13, Zach Tooley. That three's put up there by J.D. Thacker. Steeler Leap pulls rebound down, puts it up and in. Lattimore down the floor. He's working. He gets it outside to, that was Michael Duncan for a long three-point shot. And he cuts the lead to 40. 79-39.
Barn burner.
Zach Tooley, Steeler Leap, J.D. Thacker. Over to Will Davis, back to Tooley. Tooley to Chase Hagen, or Chase
Allen.
Allen. I said Hagen. Allen gets it to Tooley. Tooley to, great move on the baseline by Steeler Leap. He got a pass from J.D. Thacker, faked, went baseline and laid it up off the glass. DeAndre Berry puts up a long three-pointer. It's off the back of the rim, and J.D. Thacker comes out of there with it. Zach Tooley to Chase Allen. Allen to Leap. Leap to J.D. Thacker. To Will Davis. Will Davis working one-on-one, spins, puts it up and in. That's a nice shot there by, and checking in for the Dragons, the remaining two players, I think. Number 13, Bryson Hunt, and number 33, I believe that's Peyton Jackson. Is that correct?
I believe it is.
Yeah. Michael, boy. DeAndre Berry gets it to number 44. I don't have a 44 on their roster. I don't know who that young man is. Could be Noah Livingston or Levon Cobb. Berry step back, drains another one.
Coach, he's had a nice second half.
Yes, he has.
Freshman.
Chase Allen brings it down, gets it over to Tooley. Tooley out top to Will Davis, down the lane, lays it up, and it's short. Coming out there with it is Noah Livingston, number 40. Both teams have emptied the benches now. Another long three by DeAndre Berry. Man, he's having a half. Tooley, Peyton Jackson. Jackson puts up a three. Too strong. Off the glass, pulled out there by Livingston. 1 minute to go in the game. This game is going to be over before 8 o'clock.
Wow.
And it started at 7. Berry puts up another long one. Hits off the rim, pulled out there by Davis. Davis quickly down the floor. Over to Bryson. Hunt. Hunt gets it to Tooley. Tooley puts up a three, and it's off the front of the rim. Barry's going to let another one go. No, I thought he was. That shot is off the rim by number 21, Daywin Spence. I'm sorry. There's Peyton Jackson taking it down the right side and lays it up and in. He got his first two of the game. Number 44, I guess that's Levon Cobb.
Well,
10 seconds to go.
I don't have him
I don't
on
have
the
him
roster,
either.
Coach.
But whoever he is, he puts up a three and banks it in. And it's 85-47. That's your ball game. Dragons 85, the Portsmouth Trojans 47. Wow. 38-point victory. 38-point victory for the Dragons. Man, they burned it up tonight.
Yes,
I'm
they
telling
did.
you. They really, and I think they were led basically when Clayton. It was just, it was like everybody caught fire.
Yep.
You know, but they played well. They cut to the basket. Not many foul shots in this game. I'll tell you what, Portsmouth Trojan fan coming over, giving the coaches, Clayton Thomas, giving everybody a little fist bump. These guys know what good basketball is, and they saw it.
Yes, they did. Coach, give me just a second, and I'll have you some points
Now,
here.
the Dragons will be back in action Tuesday night against the winner of Memphis and North Adams. We don't know who that is. I guess we'll see in the paper tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm going to you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to turn it over to the Rain Man, Dave Carroll. Here he is with all the numbers. Take her away, Coach.
Okay, for Portsmouth, let's go with him first. Drew Rowe had 8. Darion Bryant had 6. Donovan Carr had 6. Miles Shipp had 2. Devin Lattimore had 2. Amari Johnson had 5. Tyler Duncan had 3. I believe that was Levon Cobb that had 3 there at the end, but we didn't have his number.
Right.
I believe that's him. But, Coach, they were led by DeAndre Berry. Freshman, scored 12 points all in the second half.
Yep. I think he's earned a little bit more playing time next year.
I think he has too. Let's go for the Dragons. Jacob Polson had 10. Let's see. Oh, I didn't get Aiden Porter. I'll have to get him here in just a minute. Jordan Williams had 5. Xander Schmidt had 5. Nate Thacker had a nice game. He had 6. J.D. Thacker had 4. Steeler Leap had 4. Will Davis came in for 2. And Peyton Jackson had 2.
It's 19, Coach.
All right, it is. And Aiden Porter had 19. And leading scorer tonight, he probably only played 3 quarters. Clayton Thomas finished 27.
We had 5 threes in the first quarter. I remember that for sure. So
Well, he had 7 for the game. I don't know what the record is here.
I don't either.
I mean, we'll have to find out and see, but he had 7 in this game.
You ask Gorby. He's probably got it all down somewhere.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for this evening. Fairland Dragons win the sectional championship. I think they're getting ready to cut down the nets. I don't know if they are or not. I don't see the ladder out there, Coach.
Wow.
Anyway, Dragons put up 85 tonight.
Oh, here comes the ladder.
There's the ladder. And Portsmouth Trojans 47. You know when they don't go to the locker room, there's something else going on. The Dragons getting ready to cut down the nets.
Yeah.
Athletic
If we
Director Jeff Gorby.
I'd like to get Coach Speed up here to talk to you for a minute, but he'll probably get busy cutting nets, I'm sure. So I guess we'll just, I guess that's just not going to happen.
Coach, it's 2 minutes till 8.
Well, let's get close to my bedtime.
All right, man. Listen, we're gonna bow out now, and I guess we'll be back here Tuesday. Doug Morris, our director, producer, does all the filming and sets all this stuff up for us, and all we got to do is sit down and run our mouth.
Hey, I'll tell you what, he does a great job. I mean,
Yes.
he really does. I mean,
Yep.
we'll give him a
Yeah,
fist
he's our
bump 'cause
man.
He's here getting things done, and we need to we need to shout out, a couple more people, I think. Here.
Go with it.
We need to give a shout out to Superintendent Ronnie Hayes for
Yes.
allowing us to do this.
Yeah,
Tessa
she
Lee.
signs your paycheck, brother. You
That's
better.
true. That's true. My boss, Tessa Lee. I'm sure she's probably still got something to say about those Reese cups you brought me tonight.
Yeah.
I only ate one, by the way, Miss Lee. And, and let's give it a shout out to Jeff Gorby, our AD. I mean, he comes up here and gets us set up,
He
ready to
does.
go. And
Yes.
we got a water sitting here. We've got, rosters. I mean.
Yep, couldn't do it without them. So we're gonna sign off now, and we'll be back with you Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock, and the first game of the district tournament. So with that, again, the final score: Dragons 85, Portsmouth Trojans 47. Good night, everyone.
Good night, folks. Shauna Lee, you and Maureen are welcome for your shout out with your